I'm trying to get back into the game, so I'm gonna start entering some tournaments for it, see what I do, because I'm competing as CEO. So my goal is to make it out of pool. I don't think I can get good enough to be like really good. I still want to make strive my main game, but we're getting enough about me. We're getting into this. Let me change the names real quick.
Justify what you said, because some Faust players might be a little angry in chat. Why do you think Faust wins this matchup, and why do you think this is his only winning matchup?
Faust? I don't think it's his only winning matchup, because I think he beats Goldose too. But Faust players, I don't know enough about it. I think it's just Nagoriyuki has trouble dealing with the zoning on Faust, because he has to spend a lot of meter to get in. You know, he's going to have to spend Fukio to just even advance on the character, because it's a opponent that has really good buttons, is really wild in the air, so obviously Nagoriyuki only has one jump, so you can't catch him in the air with anything other than like JD going upward.
Yeah.
So you just have to be really committal as Nagoriyuki, and if the Faust is really comfortable in their zoning, they can box them out really well. But it's not just me. Krakatoa says it, you know, Apology Man says he beats him, you know. It's not just me. I'm taking the word from the top players.
Oh yeah, no, I know that Nagoriyuki has flaws, and a lot of people will hate to hear that, but I honestly know of a few, a bit more controversial character matchups when it comes to Nagoriyuki. What's his name? I watched really late at night, what was the name? Lord Knight. Lord Knight just recently released a video on it, but I watched it when he first was making it on stream. That big like character matchup spreadsheet, and a lot of Nagoriyuki was like even or slight favor or slight disfavor across the cast. He ended up being like somewhat mid-tier on that on that tier list, at least relatively to where people think he is.
Yeah, I mean, I think the biggest thing that makes Nagoriyuki one so strong is he's so oppressive, and he has a really good matchup spread against the other top tiers.
Yeah, yeah.
So like, even if you may have, you know, a bad matchup spread against a character like Faust, you're not gonna be running into many Fausts in bracket. And one of the things I think is important to take, or with I consider tiers, is like bracket stability. And I feel like he's just a really stable character.
It'd be really funny if Faust ends up being an anti-meta character, considering the nature of RNG.
I mean, he may be, depending on how next patch goes. Like, I think he's better in this patch than people give him credit for. Yeah. Obviously, still weaker, you know, but like tournament viable.
I think it's hard to think of characters as wow, really.
Yeah, you guys
getting that first match. What was it? But I think a lot of players think of bad as though the character is inherently flawed. It's more so talking about like tournament viability.
And they're not as good.
Yeah, yeah.
You know, they're not as good as
yeah. If their tools are not there, then their tools are not there. Of course, across multiple games, I always think like, okay, there has to be something you can do with this character to where you can improve it, even if some of their tools are bad. Like I was saying about Anji earlier, you can use his other tools that are strong in place of his less desirable tools. Like, don't Fujin a neutral, don't do it.
Yeah. Honestly, the biggest issue with Faust I see, like in this game compared to past ones, is he has such bad items. Like across the thread, like compared to the items he used to have, I don't know what they wanted to do to this guy. Like Faust was obviously really strong in Revelator 2. He was like top 5, so maybe they wanted to make him not have as strong items. Like RNG didn't come into play, so that's what makes it cool. So honestly, one of my biggest wishes for June is to announce more moves. It'd be cool if he got more money.
He commanded a lot of space on the screen with his items before. Now,
bro, we're installing Apex, slowing down the game. I'm ready to play the Apex after this.
The Apex new season looks amazing.
Bro, see me in the new season. You know, Battle Royale, all the players in one Battle Royale. Who's coming out on top? Who needs grand finals?
All right.
Oh, you got
putting him in the mix. Okay, so something I'll point out about Van as a player, I see that he pops a lot.
Yes, he is very, very the opposite of lenient. I can't think of the word.
He lives on the edge.
Yeah, he lives on the edge. He's we were talking earlier. He says, you know, my idea of most matchups is just ascendant.
Yeah.
Those are his exact words, but that's my translation of it.
Yeah, a lot of pop and a lot of 5H when he's like a little bit on the edge. Like a single special move will send him. Ugh. So like the first round that we went into, he just instantly popped and then took a big combo.
Popping again. Didn't notice it. You know, he spent Fukio and he spent Clone. Whenever I see those two things together, I'm always instantly looking at their blood meter because it uses about half. Like it uses so much blood. So you got
Fukio spin. That's Fukio. What was it? Not Fukio into spin, but like clone spin, that sort of thing.
Clone just uses so much. So anything after it, you're like, damn, this guy's supposed to pop it.
Honestly, Z-Guy has improved so much since when I first watched him.
Yeah, I've been loving seeing him come every week.
Yeah, yeah.
I'm glad I stick with Faust, because now we can say we have a really good Faust cream.
Oh, the hammer.
He's going to CEO, because honestly, I think he'd do really well.
Yeah, yeah. The hammer ruining his, what was it? His hard knockdown there.
Yeah. Oh, let's go! That super does not always hit, but it does right now. Forward slash, a little bit too slow for Nagoriyuki. I tell you though, I missed the old Faust super, you know, where he puts the finger up there.
Yeah.
You know the super I'm talking about. You have like the little, the cups you have to follow. Mm-hmm. It was so fun. So when this game came out, I was almost a Faust main. And then I did like his items. Yeah, I did like his items in this game. And I didn't think he was weak because I didn't have any perception of who was strong or weak. I just didn't like the way he played.
He popped from a combo.
And this does a gajillion damage. Popping against that. Alright, we got some. Doesn't have enough to build meter, but we're gonna do that. And there it is. Golf club.
Good stuff.